How are you guys doing? Today's day 45 out of 75 hard. Today's quote is, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is to not stop questioning, by Albert Einstein. For me, this is a very simple quote. Learn from yesterday, learn from your past, live for today, live for these 24 hours, and hope for tomorrow. Just think of all the great possibilities that you that is unknown to you, right? And the important thing is to not stop questioning. This is true because the moment you stop questioning, that's where you stop growing, right? The For us, we learn from being curious, and just like you find out new answers, new perspectives into problems that you have, right? So always question, because when you question, you are growing. You're just curious, right? So that's the way I interpret it. Let me know in the comments. So for today's reading, it's just talking about like understanding the way of the land, because if you understand your environment, then it's a closer, you'll be closer to victory, right? Like for instance, if in the neighborhood of your camp there should be any hilly country, ponds surrounded by aquatic grass, hollow basins filled with reeds, or woods with thick undergrowth, they must be carefully routed and searched, for these are places where men in ambush or insidious spies are like to be lurking, right? Also, too, when birds are like flying the opposite direction, you'd be like, oh, like something's over there, because it startled them, right? Also, too, when there is dust rising in high column, it is a sign of chariots advancing. When the dust is low but spread over a wide area, it beckons the approach of infantry. When it branches out in different directions, it shows that parties have been set to collect firewood. A few clouds of dust moving to and fro signify that the army is encamping. Right, so it's just like understanding, like subtle hints of like, oh, like they could be over here, or just understanding the way of the land, right? Then also too, it says how to distinguish 6 kinds of terrain. You have accessible ground, entangling ground, temporizing ground, narrow passes, uh, precip- precipitous heights, positions at great distance from the enemy. So accessible ground is which can be freely traversed by both sides. Entangling is ground which can be abandoned but is hard to reoccupy. Temporizing is when the position is such that neither side will gain uh, by making the first move. Narrow pass is if you can occupy them first, let them strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy. Precipitous heights, if you are beforehand with your adversary, you shall occupy the raised and sunny spots, and there wait for him to come up. A great distance is if you are situated at a great distance from the enemy and the strength of the two armies equal, it is not easy to provoke a battle, and fighting will be to your disadvantage. So yeah, that's for today's reading. For today's skate sesh, I was trying a new trick out, just a 180, and it is like just any trick at the beginning. It is frustrating, but you know what? It's all part of the process, and it's just like, bro, like it's super cool that I can get that feeling from skateboarding, where it's just like every time I'm learning a new trick, I am starting basically at ground zero, and just have to work my way up in locking the trick. But yeah, right now I'm doing the 180, and right now, like, the way that I guess, like, if you want to put like my frustration level with that, is like basically like how a flick is. You're just like, okay, like I don't think anything of it. It's just like it is what it is. But with my ollie, since I've been doing it for so long, it feels like a slap in the face every time I do it wrong, because it's like there's times where like I get the ollie perfect, I do it like perfect, and then I other times where I can't even pop, and that's where it frustrates me, and like because I understand what that feeling is like, but luckily, even though yes I get frustrated, I'm able to like extinguish that, like that frustration was just like, dude, you're still learning, like you're gonna get in the next one, like all right, let's continue doing it, right? So like, so I'm definitely happy with the progress that I made, where it's like, yes, I'm frustrated, then I'm like, I didn't get it, but you know what, at the same time, I'm like, all right, let's go in the next one, let's get it, right? So that's the same thing, or the same mentality I'm going doing this the 180, because like for me, like the Rocky to Fakie, like I got that shit on lock, right? But so yeah, just new trick, and yeah, you can see in the videos, like just got frustrated as heck. So, but you know, it's all part of the process. But right now, yeah, my foot is just killing me. My shin is hurting just from today's like Muay Thai, and then also just like falling a lot and just in skating. But it is what it is, and honestly, like just exhausted. Let me tell you, just with both just these workouts and the skateboarding, my body is feeling it. But you know what? I gotta give it the proper rest in order to recover. But yeah, I'm just excited that today's day 45. So on to the next, and appreciate each moment, because you never know when it's your last. And bro, don't put yourself in a box. Enjoy all areas of life. Have a great one.